The Badger by John Clare. The first annotation I have made is the issues of pattern and the expectation of repetition. With issues of pattern, we can see how the text is organized. By identifying a significant pattern, we can familiarize ourselves with the rhyme scheme. The badger grunting on his woodland track, with shaggy hide and sharp nose scroused with black, roots in the bushes and the woods and makes a great high burrow in the ferns and brakes. With nose on ground, he runs in awkward pace, and anything will beat him in the race. The expectation of repetition allows us to use our previous knowledge and further relate to the poem itself. The next annotation is issues of fact as well as cause and effect. When badgers fight, then everyone's a foe. The dogs are clapped and urged to join the fray. The badger turns and drives them all away. Here, the text does not provide complete information about the character, specifically the badger. Knowledge of a badger's behavior in the wilds can be helpful to understand why the badger drives away other animals. This information can help better form pathos in the reader. So, for example, if somebody knew more information about the badger and how he acts in his natural habitat, it might be better for them to further understand the poem. Furthermore, using sensory descriptive words such as grunting, shaggy, and midnight can help an imaginative appeal to strengthen the poem's argument. When midnight comes, a host of dogs and men go out and track the badger to his den, and put a sack within a hole and lie, till the old grunting badger passes by. Here the sensory images are sight and sound. Sight referring back to midnight and darkness, grunting referring back to the sounds. In conclusion, identifying the issue of pattern will lead to questions about the writing style. For example, how does the writer's language choices impact the argument and the readability? With facts, or logos, a better pathos can be formed, adding to the rhetorical triangle and creating a powerful argument. A Narrow Fellow in the Grass by Emily Dickinson. The first annotation I have on this poem is interaction by questioning. A narrow fellow in the grass occasionally rides. You may have met him, did you not? His notice sudden is. By asking the question to the reader, interaction is inevitable. It allows the reader to connect by engaging in the text. The line, you may have met him, did you not, feels almost as if Emily is talking to you on an individual level. The next line of annotation I have is man versus wild. Who knows what, and how does that relate back to pathos? Several of nature's people, I know and they know me. I feel for them a transport of cordiality. The line, I know and they know me, also engages the reader in a journey to self-examination. First, you must discover who are nature's people and how close a relationship it takes to know. This exemplifies pathos. For example, nature's people. Well, who are nature's people? First, you need to understand what nature's people are in order to know them and for them to know you. The last annotation I have underlined is fear. But never met this fellow, attended or alone, without a tighter breathing and zero at the bone. I underlined tighter breathing and corresponded that with fear. The issue of symbolism allows the reader to look at the meaning, and the purpose. Is this a literal snake? Is this just an extended metaphor? Does the snake represent something else? Is there something else to fear? The reader who has been engaged throughout the poem now has an opportunity at the end to decide for themselves. The Loon on Forrester's Pond. Summer wilderness, a blue light, twinkling in trees and water, but even wilderness is deprived now. What's that? What is that sound? Then it came to me, this insane song, wavering music. Like the cry of the genie inside a lamp, it came from inside the long wilderness. Of my life, a loon song, and there he was swimming on the pond, guarding his mate's nest by the shore. The annotation I have marked here is the song of the loon in an auditory sense. By again involving the reader by asking a question, it engages the auditory sense. The song of the loon. By hearing a loon, it allows the reader to connect on a deeper level. If you've never actually heard the sound of a loon, it's a lot difficult to relate to what's going on in the poem. The next annotation I have marked down is breathless, symbolism, and issues of evaluation. Diving and staying under. Unbelievable, minutes and coming up, where no one was looking. My friend told how once in his boyhood he had seen a loon swimming beneath his boat, a shape dark and powerful, down in that silent, mysterious world, and how it had ejected a plume of white excrement curving behind. It was beautiful, he said. Diving and staying under involves the issues of evaluation and symbolism. The idea of being breathless is intriguing and is symbolic of freedom and power. The final annotation on the loon on Forrester's Pond is peace, a new interpretation of a phenomenon to inspire further investigations. The loon broke the stillness over the water again and again, broke the wilderness with his song, truly a vestige, the laugh that transcends, first of mirth and then of all sorrow, and finally all knowledge. Dying into the gentleness, quavering timeless woe, it seemed the real and only sanity to me. Finally, dying. It allows for new interpretation of a new phenomenon. It can inspire further investigation. What is death? What is real? And what is actually sane?